Welcome to Tech in the Car. I'm Oliver. This is the amazing RIVIAN R1T Electric pickup truck. I'm here in Sonoma in California near San Francisco, and I'm going to have a look around this truck, show you the cool things going on, hopefully go for a little drive in a little bit. If you find this video useful, then please give me a like and subscribe, because I've traveled to California to show you this. Let's get into it. Let's have a look around this car now, or this pickup truck. So I'm new to pickup trucks being English. We don't generally have pickups in the UK, and this is an electric. So that makes it even more interesting. So this is Rivian's first electric vehicle. This is the R1T, and this is a mid-sized pickup truck, similarly sized to a Chevrolet Colorado of F-150 by Ford, or maybe slightly smaller than a Cybertruck from Tesla. That isn't out yet, but I do have a video on the Chevrolet Colorado, so check that out. And this is a really, really cool design. It looks like it's from the 1950s and also from the future at the same time. And I have to give credit to the guy off Twitter who said that. And what I love about this is it's just like there's little details. So for example, you can see the yellow accents on the Rivian logo. That's really, really cool. That's attention to detail. These wheels have 6-piston calipers because this car has over 800 horsepower and over 900 Newton meters of torque. And there are 4 motors. There's one on each wheel, which is how it has such good all-wheel drive. This car has the rack on the top here. You can put your skis on it, and you can put a tent on it, and I'm going to show you as I walk around this event all the other cool stuff here. But you know, just look at this design. There's lots of things, from these door handles that sit flush, which is very, very detail orientated. And then here we have our gear tunnel, which has enough space to put through a kitchen or other cool accessories, which you're going to see in a little bit. Let's have a look at the front of the R1T electric pickup. So the first thing you see is this light bar running across the front here, and you can see these really interestingly designed oval headlights, which are called stadium headlights. And that oval logo, the design language carries on throughout the car. So you can see that oval logo in all kinds of places, in the light bar, the shape of the door handles, the interior, the design on the top of the vehicle. It's all over the place. The oval is a bit like the design language that Lamborghini has with their hexagon design. It's a similar kind of thing. Now the front of this car, people describe it as very welcoming and very friendly, because most pickup trucks are very aggressive looking. This car, to me, looks like a really futuristic design, but it has utility all over it. Again, the stadium light design shape continues down here, and then we've got these hooks at the front which allow you to attach things to it for towing. So it's a very, very useful utilitarian but cool futuristic design at the same time. Let's talk about the ride height of this. So this is 14.4 inches ride height, but it can go down to around 7.9 inches. This is a maximum ride height, and you can adjust it on the screen in the interior. So you've got tons of ground clearance. Now the bottom floor of this vehicle is totally flat, so you're not going to catch any rocks or anything if you're off-roading, which means it's really, really well designed, like everything on this car. And of course, I mentioned the gear tunnel, which we're going to look at. Let's have a look now at the back of this pickup truck. So we've got this light bar going across the back, and just like the front, it's got the stadium oval design inside the light for attention to detail. And then we've got a really high clearance on this vehicle. I mentioned this is in its maximum clearance. And then we've got our tailgate as well. And there's 4.5 feet of space in this flat bed, so you have lots of space. Plus there's 2 power sockets, there's an air compressor, and you can even put an tire underneath the floor of the bed. So there's a lot of utility in this vehicle. This is the gear tunnel on the R1T, and you can see all the way through the middle here, and there's 11 cubic feet of space in there. You can close it and seal it, and you can actually get access to the gear tunnel from the inside of the vehicle as well. These are some of the accessories you can get with the R1T. So using the gear tunnel, you can get the camp kitchen, which is $5,000 extra, and you can get a 30-piece set with it. And then at the back here, you've got the tent, and you put that on the back here, and you can mount it. So there's a lot of utility in this vehicle. So let's have a look at the front now. There's 11 cubic feet of space in here. You can fit your charging cables, and you can fit some suitcases in there, and this is powered as well. So this has got a ton of space at the front here, and it looks very good. So how do you open the back of this? Well, there's a button here which you can press it, and it's a power opening, and you can see this plate here covers the back, so you can slide stuff in. And then you've got your tether points there where you can attach this system to, which will lock everything on the top of the car. Let's talk range. This has a 135 kilowatt hour battery, which has over 314 miles of range. There is a 185 kilowatt hour battery version coming, which will have over 400 miles. So I'm sitting inside the Rivian R1T now, and you can see there's two displays. We have a digital driver's display here, and then we have a 16-inch infotainment system in front of me. And this is a very nice, sharp display. It is got all the controls along the bottom, so I can go into the drivetrain modes here. I can then go into the security information. It tells me if the gear funnel is open or if the tonneau is open if it's the electric version. We've got the 360-degree cameras, and then we've got the videos which have been saved if motion has been detected, or the alarm, and you can watch them back and see what happened. And then at the top here we have our user profiles. You can swap between your user profiles, adjust the steering wheel and side mirrors. And up top here you have our data information, LTE, Wi-Fi, and the temperature outside. And if I go back to the navigation, I can open up the navigation here. And this is Google Maps as well by the looks of it, and I can adjust that as well on here, navigation settings, which is interesting. I can also adjust my climate control down here at the bottom, and then of course I can go in and I can see our music if I tap on music, and this has got Spotify and the radio as well, and tune in as well if I want to listen to the radio streaming or podcasts. And you got Spotify, and you can search for Spotify as well and connect it to your phone, or use data if it is included with the car. Inside the car we've got this ash design for the inlays, which looks very, very smart. And this is just a really nice interior. The seats have a lot of detail, the high quality, the build quality. We've got the Rivian logo here in the middle here and down there, and this tray here reminds me of the Ioniq 5 with all the space here. And then we've got our Alcantara roof lining up here and our panoramic glass sunroof as well. And the other thing which is interesting is with these doors, we obviously have on this car, we have the Meridian sound system, which is got 1200 watts. So this is the Explorer edition, which is $73,000. And then we've got these two controls on here, which lets me turn the music up and down or adjust other settings on the steering wheel. This is very much similar to a Tesla. If we pop out the car, flashlights in the door. So Rolls-Royce has umbrellas in the door, Rivian has flashlights in the door, which I would suggest is more useful. So another cool thing about this car is that down here, there is a pull-out Bluetooth speaker, which is charged when it's in the car, and it glows at night as well, so you can use it as a lantern. And you put it back in, and it charges. That adds to the flashlights in the door. One thing that nobody's mentioned is there's a little spoiler back here, which looks pretty cool, and it's got the brake lights on the top as well, but there's little vents there so the airflow can come through to reduce drag. So we're going to do a 0 to 60 run now. This car can do it in 3 seconds. We're going up a hill. Let's do that then.
Here we go. 3, 2.
So that felt very fast, and again I can feel the grip because there's obviously 4 motors and there's a lot of torque as well. Over 900 Newton meters of torque and 800 horsepower. I've been for a drive in the Rivian R1T, and this car feels like a car. No, that wasn't a Freudian slip. I know this is a pickup truck. It drives like a car. The acceleration is faster than most cars, including most Teslas. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. It grips on all surfaces. It's got 4 motors, over 800 horsepower in this trim, over 900 Newton meters of torque. It drives like a car, not like a truck. And if you're interested in one of these, you should definitely check it out. If you love any vehicle, you should check one of these out because it really is something extra special. I hope you found this look around the Rivian R1T electric pickup truck really interesting. Please subscribe for more, and please smash the like button. I travel around the world to show you this. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks everyone.